Hello, this is Dave Fearon, the person behind the microphone in the Practice Podcast series, which has been going on for 4 years since Peter Vale and I originated this idea of the podcast to let people know how important it is to be a practitioner of something you love, and how important it is to those of us who teach and train and coach practitioners to find what makes that particular practice so special to a person and then help them cultivate and grow from the inside out. So that's been our vision from the beginning. Now I'm here to tell you that there's a change afoot in my thinking about how to bring practice to the attention of the world. And that is, I'm going to be looking for more stories to tell, or have people tell their stories to me and therefore to you about the practice in their work that they do with joy, and they do no matter how they're paid. They do it because they're learning and growing in that particular practice, whether they're blending coffee for you or they're fixing your car, or in hundreds of other ways, thousands of other ways that we meet people every day. And among them, someone just stands out because they seem to be so much bigger in their practice, so much more there and present. That's a sign that I want to capture in future episodes. So I'm going to go through a break here for a week or so while I'm reworking how to proceed. And it's also an important time for me to reflect, because just a few weeks ago, my dear wife Connie passed away from cancer. And after a 70-year relationship with Connie, it certainly changed my world forever. And I now have to learn how to live in this world without. And it's been a huge challenge. But one thing I've learned from a friend and grief counselor, Catherine Kaplan, is that I have to be bringing myself to answering the question, what's next? What's next after all of this? And what's next for me is continuing the podcast, but giving it a new focus. And also, I'm going to try to bring in some short videos that I'll create around stories that I'm making up about people who are doing jobs and doing them very well. Sometimes what helps them succeed will be in the story, 5-minute story. Sometimes what impairs their ability to do a job joyfully. But that'll be my sight line, the frontline worker, if you will. And there are lots of front lines out there. And we rely heavily on these people showing up and positive about doing the job that they've been paid to do and more. And the more part is emotion and commitment and spirit, all things that I admire in people like that. So I'm on the hunt. And as soon as I get all the how-tos and wherefores worked out with the help of Nathan Featherson, who's been helping me with the wait a minutes and everything else in my work, then I will be putting them out there to see how you like it. You'll be finding them on YouTube, and we'll help you get there to find them. So that's change afoot, and why it's happening. In every way, I honor Connie Marie Fearon, who always encouraged me to do all this work that I've done long after I retired as a university professor, because she knew it brought me joy, and it made me able to feel like I'm part of a bigger picture. And she wanted that for me, and therefore she'd be, I'm sure, in her spirit, very disappointed if I just faded away. I'm not fading. I'm moving forward. Stay tuned, and thank you for listening.